So the question remains with a lot of people after last night's tourney, will the game die off again? Now today there's 6,000 plus players on. I know there's still a lot of people playing. It is Saturday, granted, but in order for the game to keep players, we have to have some sort of incentive to play the game other than just playing solos, duos, and fives all the time, because eventually people are going to get bored or not want to play. Now this next Friday, they've actually already scheduled another tourney on Wolfie's server. I'm not sure of all the rules of it, when the time will be, anything like that, how to get in, but it is a $600 prize for the winner of that tourney. And the owner of H1Z1 Hunt has pledged that he will sponsor over $1,000 a week for competitive leagues each weekend if we could get huge streamers such as Stormin, Eric Triceps, and others to still play the game. Now I have brought this up to a few people. I brought it up to T-Hump last night actually, and T-Hump said his only worry with that would be that there will be a lot of people cheating. Obviously if you have prize pools, you'll have people cheating. People cheat in H1 in general anyway, just for the hell of it or to win games, not to mention if there's money involved. And from what I've seen, apparently cheats are not very hard to code for the game, and now that it's free to play, it makes it even easier, because if they get banned, they can just go create a new account for free and then cheat again. So unless they can ward out cheaters, I don't know how they'll be able to have tourneys each week as well. You know, if they had tourneys like we had this week with known people, then obviously you can still have them and not worry about cheaters, because everybody that's known, they're not going to cheat. But the whole point of doing a weekly tourney would be to get more players to play, so you would have to be letting new people in if they could qualify each week, and that's where the cheating dilemma starts. Obviously Stormin is really on the hype train and wanting the game to stay, because he's really enjoying playing and he wants the game to come back. I don't know how Eric feels completely. I've watched him a little bit. I don't know if he's on the fence or what it is, but he's been playing too. Still, I can't see people completely giving up Fortnite or giving up other games to come play H1 with just $1,000 tourneys unless there's a lot of people starting coming back to the game. Now, I have had it brought up to me a lot about the devs mentioning coming back to the game. Now, they said if they will get enough players and they could keep enough players, that the devs would come back and start working on the game again. If that's the case and they did start doing these weekly tourneys and the devs came back, then they could, you know, up the anti-cheat or try to work on the anti-cheat to get more hacks easily detectable, keep people banned, hardware ban people, whatever the case may be, to keep cheaters off the game. Because honestly, cheaters are the #1 thing that's ruining the game at the moment. I know there's a lot of people that have been cheating here recently and flying around streamers and getting them banned for teaming and solos. I actually got banned for 6 hours because of it the other day. That was fun. Last night, I think the tourney went pretty well though. I mean, we had all the streamers out here playing. We had a few issues of people team killing off spawn, or people like griefing or taking people's cars, stuff like that. Like, they were, you know, a few issues. But I think at the peak of the tourney, we had about 50,000 people watching H1, and it was one of the top games on Twitch last night. I know Tfue was streaming, so he, you know, he helped a lot. Him and Symphony helped a lot. But a lot of the people from back in the day genuinely had a good time coming back. Now, obviously, people like Tfue and Sim can't just throw away, you know, Fortnite and come play H1. But if it was a weekly thing, I mean, we might could get them to play. Ultimately, it's a hell of a long shot, obviously. H1 coming back is a far, far stretch of anything. But if we could even keep 10K players on the game, that fills up every single lobby, and that's enough players to actually have a, you know, good game going on. It's genuinely surprised me here recently how many people have actually wanted H1 to come back and have said that they want H1 to come back. I literally never thought in a million years that anybody would care about H1 coming back, especially this far out of the game being, you know, obviously in as bad of a spot as it was in. But we'll see. I mean, we've got a lot of people rooting for the game, and obviously this shows that you can still get people back on the game even in 2020. So hopefully we could get something worked out here, maybe have weekly tourneys with prize pools, stuff like that, different kind of skin giveaways maybe, and have streamers stay on the game, play the game some, and we could actually keep enough players to fill lobbies. But hopefully you guys did enjoy. If you did, make sure to leave a like, go sub if you're new. I'd really appreciate it, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Peace.
Are they in the
Yep, and here on me.
Two of them.
Oh, house one.
No.
One.
Flowers.
Flowers is low.
Oh yeah.
Good kills. Good kills. Play placement. Play placement.